Okay, I'm going to get started. Hello, new Dream Team member. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible to make this as a little training checklist. And of course, please reach out to me if you need anything more one-on-one. Okay, this is just kind of like an in general, up-to-date kind of version of once you've qualified to get your kit, what to do next. Okay, so I'm going to leave some of the technical stuff for the end versus Facebook and Zoom because you can decide, which way you're going to go. But this will be all the other stuff that you need to know regardless of which way you're doing parties up until then. So, of course, at this point, you should at least have qualified to have your kit released, which means it's in the mail or you just received it, or that you've just had your debut and you know that you are for sure getting started. So congratulations. If you haven't let me know yet, please let me know what your goal is. I love to encourage you, break things down, obviously keep you motivated for that kind of thing. And whether it's, a monthly goal or something that you want to achieve, whether it's $500 a month, $300 a month in income, or if it's just being more consistent, 3 shows a month, whatever it is, going towards jewelry or the next trip, whatever it is, big or small, I would love to know what it is, just to again have that, so that when we're chatting, I know what is going to be motivating for you and what your goals are. So that's what I'm here for. And again, there's no question to big or too small. I'm here each step of the way. That's literally my job, is to help guide you. So I don't ever feel like you're not, you are not alone. We're in this together. Obviously, I've been doing this for a long time, but there's lots of girls that are new as well that you're going to be starting with. So feel free if you'd like to post right in the Dream Team group or Alouette of Oakville group. There's lots of support there for you. Okay. So the main thing that I can just start off with is if, whoever it is that got you started in the business, I'm assuming did a group to help launch you into the Alouette, to your party, right? To the Alouette world. So the best thing always is for you to take over that group. So you become the admin of it. And that now is your VIP group for your customers, because your friends and family are already in that group, right? Then you don't have to make a separate group and invite them to that one. They're already in there and there's engagement and interaction, which is really important. So you can just update the cover photo. If you're not, creative or on, Canva or any of those things, just shoot me a message. It takes me literally 30 seconds to update it to whatever your name is with, a VIP group. So it's very similar to mine. So I just use a template. If there's a favorite color or something you want, let me know. But like I said, I can just send that to you. So it's super easy to update. So that's kind of your first step, is to take over, not your first step, but one of the first steps is to take over so that you have your own VIP group. Now, the reason why we do these VIP groups is, of course, to keep your customers and your family and friends engaged. So they know up to date, what sales are on. Obviously, we've been doing with the virtual world BOGOs every single month that you can feature the BOGO sales of the month, as well as any new products that are coming out. So it's really exciting for them to, if they're using and loving the product, they want to know what's new. So it's just a really important tool that we have. You can totally add yourself to my group or ask me for an invite. I do giveaways, I do contests. Live videos are always good, especially introductory things. I do mystery hostess events every single month where there's a chance that you can give away the hostess benefits, which everyone loves those. So I can give you some more information and details on how to do that. But those are just some of the things that you can do within your group. And of course, Tip Tuesdays, or just, creating content or copying other content that's out there and putting it in there to add value to your customers is very important. So you want to keep that as that community. So they know when to contact you and that you're there for them, right? And again, no matter how much little or how much time you want to put in your business, it's always a good idea to maintain that group, even going forward, because you're just leaving money on the table if you're not, servicing your customers and keeping them up to date when, like I said, when they're already using and loving the product. So it's like a no-brainer. Okay, so after you've set up your VIP group, if you haven't at this point filled out your agreement, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, that would be your next step, is to make sure that your agreement's filled out, emailed to me with a void check, or it's direct deposit payroll. So we need some sort of banking information and sent that to the office so that they can get your kit sent out. The idea is to get your kit at least a week before your first parties, okay? So that's on its way. Then, if you haven't already, you need to practice your show. So practice makes perfect, makes you more flow, gives you more confidence. You know what you're saying. Obviously, each show is like practice. And so having it as a guideline so that you have it right there in front of you. I have my show literally word for word written out for you already. So that's in one of the emails that I've already sent you. It's Misty's outline word for word. So you can go in there and obviously alter it to make it like more you, your story, your personality, but your personality shines through when you're able to be confident and know what you're talking about, right? Instead of having to literally read off of what you're saying, what the show is. So definitely practicing that as much as you can, practicing it out loud. If you are doing the Zoom or if you are on a computer, whatever it is, record it. You can send it to me before your first show. I would love to give feedback. If not your very first show, whether you add me into the group or event, so I can go in after and provide feedback, because that's the really key thing, is that if there is anything that I can help you with, we want to catch it right away, not, 5 shows in. So don't worry, most of the girls do this and they absolutely love it, because it's a different perspective. And I'm, again, not here to judge. I'm here to just give feedback and praise, because a lot of the times the girls are awesome. So I would love to do that for you as well. So that's in there. Okay, so practicing the show, making sure your group or events for your upcoming minimum 3 parties, right? Your hostesses that agreed to host parties with you, you want to make sure that they're on the right track and that they are set up. So I personally love doing groups because it's a lot easier. You can totally post ahead of time and schedule the posts. So you don't have to worry about every day, what do I have to post today? Or if you forget something, so that there is consistent posts. So it's really easy to do that. I can show you, hold on. Let's do a little screen share here. So hold on, I'm just gonna open my Facebook, which has a million things here. Hold on. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up one of my party groups here. Okay, so this is what I do. So you'll see here, this is from Canva, but again, I have a blank one that I've posted in the Dream Team. And so you want to have the date of their party right here with the time, because the thing with groups is they don't get a notification like an event, like the hour before the end shows the timing. However, there's many other benefits of the groups. There is more engagement. You can definitely pre-post things. So like I said, if you were to post something, say you wanted to post, obviously I could just copy and paste things normally, but you would go to here, it says schedule a post, and then you click on the date and the time that you want. Don't do 12 a.m. Say it's 2 p.m. or whatever, noon. And then you're going to press schedule. Oh my gosh, it's not letting me, but when you press schedule, it schedules and then it's in there. Okay. Then you don't have to worry about it. So I pre-post all of them, and then you can go to scheduled posts and see all the ones that are upcoming right here. Okay. Tomorrow we party. Tonight, see you at the party, the little gift before, the hour before. All of these are in here. So if you want to be added to a recent show of mine, just let me know. Certainly can add you, and you can copy and paste exactly. Just a reminder too, everything you need to know is under Misty's Dream Team, and under here is the guides. So this is for your virtual party. So again, here's my show word for word. I always do an outline. So personally, a PowerPoint. I personally love doing PowerPoints. Keeps me on track. I'm very visual, and I know my customers love the visuals. So you can totally just copy mine. I do them every single month, and I change it geared towards whatever the BOGO is for that month. So I post that in the Dream Team, and I post it under the parties as well. How to enable Zoom. So this is if you're doing Zoom parties, exactly how to enable that. So the checklist, hostess coaching. So that's another important thing, of course, when you are setting up your parties for your hostesses, which are your family and friends. You want to let them know how to have a good party. So this is a hostess coaching link. Elizabeth Allen just went live in the group as well, and did a really good video on exactly what she says. So whenever you're trying to search the group, you can post here, and you can, whatever topic it is, you can search. So Elizabeth Allen just went live. Hold on, I'm trying to think what it was. It was a really recent one, so I did, oh, here it is, from April 8th. I did make it as a topic, but I wonder how, anyways. This one right here is really good. If you can't find it, let me know, I'll tag you in it. But these are literally, she does a little voice clip, which are like, it's on Facebook Messenger, or you can, do it on text, but this is exactly what she says, and it's amazing. So all of that's there for you. Okay. So if you are, okay, let me just stop the screen share here. So that's one of the main steps, hostess coaching, making sure you're memorizing your show and that you've set up all of your pre-scheduled posts for your upcoming parties as well. And then when you're doing your order forms, so just a few things, when you're doing your order forms, instead of order forms, just to keep it simple, I literally just have a pen and paper and I just write down everything that I need from the customer. So when I pop onto a party, I'll put the hostess's name at the top, who the attended guests were. If you're doing any giveaways or draws, like I do attendance gift draw at $7, my cost, but it's either Visible Aid, Hannah Body Silk, or now we can offer that coconut turmeric body lotion, which smells amazing. So to get people live on as an extra incentive, at the end, I do the wheelofnames.com. It's a little spinny wheel, and I add everyone's name into that. And that's one of the things that I personally do to give away. You can keep it simple and you can do $1.50, Hannah Body Silk sample, or the enzyme peel sample is 75 cents. If you want to just do something small, something free is something free and they love it. But I just write down who attended. And then when I'm starting to do the consultations, because I do Zoom, so I have that option of the breakout room consultations, which a lot of the ladies love and take advantage of. I write down their name, their phone number, their address, their email, their order, and then any totals, and then you can tell them right away. So as far as entering, you would just have everything there for you. So then you could enter the show through Flight, right? And again, the step-by-step on how to enter a non-show and a show is also under the guides. So everything's there for you. And again, I can tag you if you can't find it. The really main thing is when you're adding up your totals is that you want to have regular price totals. So retail value only is what you get paid commission on. Basically what any contests are going towards. So any trip incentives, any jewelry, any recognition for our franchise, it's all based on retail value. So regular price items. So no tax, no shipping, no super sales. Or if it's a BOGO, any of the BOGO sale price, so like the $8 or $10 or whatever, does not go towards it. So it's only retail value. And that is what goes towards your hostess's shopping spree. So if she has a $300 party, it's $300 retail value. So you just want to be able to break that down and add up those numbers quickly so you can tell your hostess at the end of the party or when you're closing off the party, you had, this amount. If you're really close, if the hostess had like a $290 party and she's $10 away, she could certainly make up the difference on her order. The system will allow that. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And then we're in Ontario, so we're at 13% tax. So when you're adding up things, you would add up everything, including the $5.95 flat fee shipping, with the BOGO, with the super sales, everything. And then in the calculator, just go times 1.13. So it adds the tax plus the shipping. Now, if you're in a different province, it'd be the same formula, just whatever your tax is. So if it's at 15% or whatever it is, that's how you would add up things. Okay. So that's how you kind of go through order forms and how to keep track for things. So whenever you're like, I need, whenever it's Spell Up. So Spell Up is the week before the monthly meeting. It's based on retail value, but that one's not based on what you enter in the system. It's based on whatever you sold. So it's like an honor system. So if you sold something that week, it doesn't have to necessarily be entered that week. It just needs to be sold, but it's always based on retail value. So just keep that in mind whenever you're hearing numbers or anything, it's only regular price. Okay. Again, if you're confused or have any questions about that, let me know. Okay. Viewing my show. So of course I have tons of shows on YouTube. And again, I can send you some. I did send you one already, but if it's more, again, I try to keep it up to date, whatever that month is. I try to do one per month of whatever that sale is. So you can learn products that are on the BOGO. If you don't have one for this current month, whatever it is, let me know. I can send that to you. Okay. But that is something that I just do to try to keep things up to date as well too. Okay, so before your first show, of course, definitely let me know if there's anything last minute. You need to decide when your bonus nights are. So what dates you want to work on your calendar, and you want to circle them. I actually take a little highlighter and I highlight the dates that I want to work. I like working Monday to Thursday personally. Depends on your schedule. I have other girls on the team that just work weekends. So whatever dates you want to work, it's always good to make that, noticeable in your calendar so that you are offering, your first available date is, and you just glance down, you know what it is. Also, your booking bonuses are within 2 weeks from your show that you're at. So that is the $24.95 filled color box, which is only now for hosting. So people cannot buy that retail. It's only for hosting. Or there's the enzyme peel or the flawless. So those are your 3 booking bonuses that you can offer for booking on a bonus night, okay? So those are the things that they automatically get once the show's qualified as an extra thank you for booking within 2 weeks of your, within whatever show you're at. If you are completely booked solid, you can do it for the 3rd week, but the best shows happen sooner than later, right? The other thing to remember is when you're doing your first parties, people don't know what you're supposed to say. Even if they've seen a show a few times, they can only retain so much information. So, and there's new things on sale and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Enthusiasm sells, stories sell, facts tell, but stories is sell. So you remember stories yourself and the guests remember it too. So just anything that you can remember that's a story, a testimonial, something personal, always add that into your presentation. And the thing is too, with these live parties, you need to smile more because you are the entertainment that night, right? And they don't necessarily have everyone else's feedback, especially if you're doing a Facebook Live, right? You're talking to yourself basically. Whereas if it's a Zoom party and there are other ladies on there, they may or may not be on mute, but either way, they try not to be too loud, right? So versus being, in a home, with everyone, you can kind of feed off that crowd. So just remember, maybe I have sticky notes sometimes around my computer. Put a little, if you're somebody that needs that reminder to smile or, to relax or slow down. I used to talk so fast, I had to slow down on my cue cards because I talk so fast. So things like that, just put little sticky notes. They don't see it, right? And it's okay, and you're human. So anything that you screw up, it just shows that you're personable and that if you can do this, they can do it too. So if anything, you're going to get more recruit leads because you're relatable to them, right? Okay, so consultation. So this really just will depend on if you're doing, the Facebook Lives or the Zoom. So you can let me know again what you're doing and I can gear our initial feedback and some of our initial engagement based on that. I am going to send you an outline. It looks like this. That has the consultations broken down for you. So it's super easy to reference. Hold on, I'll just do a little screen share here. Okay, so it's just consultations, and then it just shows you exactly like what to say, what do you want to say? Like this is through text. This is more geared towards Facebook Lives and how to hear the consultation and text. So you can just literally follow this. And this was designed actually from Andrea, who's one of our sister managers, who's amazing. And she gets a lot of results doing the Facebook Live. So this is exactly her dialogue. So we give you, again, step-by-step with that. So, so that's amazing. Okay. So again, if you are doing Facebook Lives, then that's pretty straightforward. You press live, you want to put in, some sort of, thing saying it's so-and-so's party. Please let me know if you're watching the replay, type in #replay. With the Facebook Lives, there's definitely more training on that as far as like what to say. So you want to do things that are more engaging and comments and asking questions. Whereas when it's on Zoom, very rarely you want to do some things, but usually they'll unmute themselves and talk, or they'll put in the chat. But one of the benefits of the Zooms is that we have the chance to do the breakout rooms right after, which are really easy and fun to do because then you see results more quickly. People can ask you questions. You get to have a little bit more of that conversation with them, whereas the Facebook Lives, it's a little bit more follow-up, but you're messaging everyone individually that commented or that liked or comment, like engaged some sort of activity during your Facebook Live, right? So it just takes a little bit longer sometimes to close off those parties, but there's successful people within the business that do both. So it's really just your personal, I guess, preference or what you feel comfortable with. Like I said, I personally love doing my slideshow. And so I love to walk the girls through the slideshow. It keeps me on track. And I just live stream it to the group. So it's super easy to do that. I don't even know, I guess, hopefully this works. Actually, no, you know what? It's not even working because I'm on here. Yeah. It's three little dots. When you're on Zoom, it says ... more. You need to enable the Zoom, the social media sharing and breakout rooms, and it'll allow you to do that. So that's in the other video. But if you need help with that individually, like some of the girls do, if they're not techie at all, and I wasn't at either, I had issues with this too. I'm here for you. Just let me know, and I can definitely talk to you about it more one-on-one. But that is how you, that's a really good thing to do, is just to, live stream it to the group. That way, if you have any guests that don't want to go on Zoom, or maybe they're older, they don't know how to download the app, if they're on the phone, that sort of thing, they can watch it live. So you get both audiences, okay? I'm trying to think of anything else now. Hold on. I think that's pretty much all of it that I wanted to go over as far as, your first shows. Obviously, bookings are you always want to get or try to aim for at least 2 to 3 bookings per party, one for insurance, one to grow from, and one to practice with. So obviously whatever your goals are, but it's just to keep the chain going, of course. And of course, there's always going to be some parties that you get tons of bookings and some that are lower attendance, but just remember, it is a numbers game. So the more people that you have engaging, watching the presentation, usually 1 in every 3 to 5 people book a party. So if you only get 2 to 3 people at the parties and you're not getting bookings, you don't suck at bookings. It's just an attendance problem or issue that we can help guide you through. So just keep that in mind. And that's why it's really important to report your parties after each of your shows to me, so that I can help you with these things. So I just need to know basically how many guests that you could tell that were there, any sales so far, so any orders that you took regular price, any bookings with the dates so far, and any recruit leads that you've gotten, as well as a little bit of information about them, what they said was made them interested in getting to know some more information about starting. Anything that I can help you with, the more the better, to help guide you as well too. Okay. So to get your kit for free, if you signed up with the regular, the regular way, the 3 parties, it's again $600 within the 6 weeks, and that starts from the moment that you got your kit, the kit release date. And Deb will send you an email if you haven't gotten it already with your welcome letter with your due date on there. So just keep that in mind. And if you signed up a different way, let me know, and I can definitely go over any other things that you're worried about or have questions on, as far as, doing your own parties and just keeping up to date, like I said, in your VIP group. So that's really important for that. But basically, I just wanted to have this as a quick introductory video to show you some of the things that you need to focus on when you're first starting. And again, I'm here for you, like I said, each step of the way. So please reach out if you need any other things, or if you're confused about anything at all. Okay, so kept it pretty short, and I'll end it there. And again, I can reference you to other videos if you need any specific things as well too. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I will talk to you soon.